Well, hello, happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel, my beautiful family. I'm so happy to see you again for a Bible study. And if you're new, hello, my name is Payton. I'm so happy to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. And if you'd like to join the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. So over on Instagram, I asked you guys to send me in any questions you had faith-wise, God-wise, life-wise, just any questions you had, and I got one sent in that says, how do you maintain your faith while in the workforce with no other Christians? So we're kind of just going to dive into how to kind of have those faith conversations, to not be afraid to show your faith wherever you are, wherever, in whatever situation you're in, and the way to structure conversations with non-believers. And also how I've kind of maneuvered having friends and coworkers who are non-believers, because that's inevitable, that'll happen. So that's what today is all about. We're just going to get right into it. So I think the biggest point to first start out with is your faith and how it shines, I guess you could say, is going to be very evident based on your actions, just how you handle things and compose your things around your friends, around the office, around your coworkers. And so my stance when it comes to being around non-believers, because they're everywhere, people who believe in God are everywhere and people who don't believe in God are everywhere, is just really being yourself and letting your faith shine through the actions. And this is when I mean you can evangelize, sure, but it's not forcing those faith conversations, and it's not making, like, boasting, like, oh, I'm Christian, oh, I believe in God, da da da. You can be proud of your faith and things like that, but if you are longing to have relationships with these people and eventually have these intentional and deep faith-based conversations with them, then you are not going to want to be pushy. You're going to want to be very easy to approach, very, like, I guess, I don't know if normal is the right word, but just not like you're shoving your faith down their throat, which can be a very common misconception, because there are believers out there that just have that kind of evangelist style that I'm not a huge fan of, but that's their own thing. But with friends that I've had that are non-believers, they know I believe in God. I don't keep it hidden. I don't act a different way because they're not believers. I don't just things like that. But I will introduce it to them in small ways. Like if they're coming to me with an issue, I will listen to them, help them, give them advice, and then I'll say, I'll be praying for you. I say that a lot to my friends who don't have the same beliefs as me. I'll be like, I'm praying for you, like I'm here for you. Or, I don't know, little things in the conversation where I'm like, God has a plan for you, like whether they believe it or not, God has a plan for them. Just like little things. Just nice little things that feel natural. Like you don't have to force it. I don't tell them like you have to go to church with me. I have asked them before, like I always offer them like, hey, you want to go to church with me on Sunday? Like it'd be fun if you join me, things like that. If they don't come, fine. Like it's fun. I think it's just not entering into a space and being intimidated because nobody else believes in God like you do. I think it's just being who you are naturally. If nobody in your workplace believes, then, I mean, it shouldn't waver your faith. It's just being confident and strong in your faith and your relationship with God. And then also being able to have those discussions with people. Maybe your coworkers are going to kind of challenge your faith knowledge-wise. So I guess knowing why you believe in God and different things like that. So if you do get that question, then you're ready and it's fine, and it's not a test and you don't have to feel like uncomfortable. But I think when you finally get to the point where you can sit down with a friend or coworker and it's the right time and they feel open and they want to hear more about your faith, then do it in a judge-free way. Really listen to their questions. I think another very important thing is you are going to get people who just do not see what you're saying. Like you'll say your opinion and they'll just be like, no, like this is my opinion and I'm only going to believe in my opinion, and your opinion doesn't really matter and isn't relevant. What can you do? There's going to be people out there that completely 100% disagree with you every single second of the day, and so what? So what? It's fine. I've felt this through everything that's been going on in the world. I've voiced my opinion. People shot it down, didn't love it, but I respected their opinions and their beliefs as well. And I think one thing that God has changed in me so much as I've grown my relationship with Him is the way I handle things. I'm a lot less likely to lash out and get mad over people who don't believe what I believe. Because of my faith, I am not offended easily. Like, what does someone's words towards me even matter? I know who I am. I know who made me. I know how valuable I am. So what does that person's opinion, harsh words towards me do? Nothing. Nothing. So, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm gonna get heated. I think it's also fun to know their story. Ask them, have you ever believed in God? Have you ever had faith? Some people, a lot of people have known God or been introduced to God in other times in their life, but maybe it was a traumatic experience or a negative experience, so that's how they view God forever. So it's us and the light we can bring and just how we live and the hope and joy we have that can help like re-invite God into their lives. So it's honestly just a lot about your actions, but coming back to the questions about maintaining faith with coworkers who are non-Christians, it's just kind of keep doing what you're doing. Have your Bible time and your Bible studies with God outside of work, and just don't let, like, if people are saying bad things about God or whatever in your workplace, speak up if you want. I just think that what they do and their actions shouldn't waver your relationship with God. If you are spending time with God outside of work, and if you do know who you are and what God says about you. But it's challenging. I know it's hard. I've been fortunate enough to work in places where there are other believers, so that's always really fun to just hear their opinions. But I've also worked and had friends who just don't believe it at all, and it's fine. And it's really okay. Like, that friendship can work, I think. It's just, I don't know, the stronger you get in your faith, the easier conversations in situations like that will be. So I guess my advice for this would just be continue to pursue your relationship with God, so then no matter what surrounding you're in or who you're around, then it's gonna be fine. You're gonna do great. And then I just wanted to share a quick verse that I loved and thought was just super fitting for right now, the time right now, just this question and everything, and it is 1 Peter 3:15, and it says, "But in your hearts revere Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect." There you go, gentleness and respect. Share your faith with gentleness and respect. You don't gotta be pushy. God's pursuing that person too. It's not up to you for that person to be converted, to believe in God, all that. Like, you plant the seed. You be that amazing coworker and friend that you are. Continue to have that hope in Jesus, that love in Jesus, and showing that through your actions, praying for your friends, all that good stuff, and God will do the rest. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you liked it. And as always, I will see all of your beautiful faces on Friday. Bye.